Hi, I'm Rita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Life Worth Reading. And welcome to a new reading vlog. This will be just a simple weekly reading vlog. Today is a Sunday, January 21st. And I just want to vlog my week, let you guys know what I am up to. Also, this is my first week of my last semester ever of university, at least for my undergraduate, which is a little bit scary. I have been on vacation for about a month now, which means that it's getting a little bit harder to think about going back to school. But I am excited. As I said, it's my last semester. I am graduating in May, which is really exciting. I'm also starting an internship next month as a part of my curriculum at university. And so I just wanted to film this kind of like what will be a back to school vlog. Kind of, it'll be just like a normal week reading. Oh my god, it'll be just a normal weekly reading vlog where I'll be showing you what I'm reading, what I'm up to, and just taking you through my week as I go back to university. Now, I do have a few reading plans for this week. I've just uploaded, today is going up my last reading vlog, which is a try a chapter tag, where I picked 5 books to read the first chapter of, and then I ended up picking one. And I picked Lonely Castle in the Mirror, which was really great. I ended up giving it 5 stars. It has become a new favorite of mine, which is really incredible. But in that video, I also read the first chapter of Yellowface, which my friend Mafalda let me borrow. And I really enjoyed the first chapter of this, and I do want to give it back to her because it's hers. So my plan is to also read Yellowface this week. And I will also be reading Young Mungo, because one of my reading goals for this year was to read more on my Kindle. This is a cover that my boyfriend got me for Christmas. It's one of my favorite paintings by Rousseau, and I really like this. It's really cute. And I will be reading A Young Mungo over here by, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the author, but I'll insert it here. And I'm actually reading this because of the 20-something book club hosted by Mafalda and Casey. So yeah, both of these books are very Mafalda coded, but I didn't do that on purpose. It's just the way it is. So on my Kindle, probably taking this one to school with me, so because this one is quite big and I don't want to hurt the cover and I don't want to ruin it. So I will probably be bringing this one along with me to read Young Mungo. So those are my set plans for the week. But I'm actually having a really good reading time. I haven't read a lot of books this year, but the books I have been reading are quite long, so I have been reading a lot of pages. But the book that I'm currently reading, which I'm not going to talk about because it is a fantasy book that I'm rereading with my best friends, but it's actually almost 800 pages. So I am actually reading quite a lot. I'm just not finishing a lot of books. So I do have set plans to finish both of those this week. If something else comes up, I have a few library books as well that I can pick from. I have other books that from the try chapter tag that I was really excited to read. And so pretty much it's just going to be like a weekly thing where I'll be talking to you, walking you through my routine, what I've been doing, trying to settle back into a routine because it's been, yeah, it's really hard to start a new semester. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm hopeful that it will go well for me. Like I mentioned, today's a Sunday. Today's actually a really beautiful day. It's quite cold, but it is really sunny. It is a really beautiful day, and I want to enjoy my last day of vacation. So I'm actually going out with my family. We're going to just enjoy a little bit of the sun, soak it up a little bit, and that's mostly what I'll be doing. I'll be showing you the landscapes of where I will be. And tonight I'm planning to have a cozy night in, just reading one of these books. I don't know which one I'll start. Maybe Yellowface, because I do like to read physically when I'm at home. And I have already read the first chapter of this, which is until page yeah, I was into page 21. So I've read 20 pages of this so far. I'm not going to reread it because it was a few days ago. I still remember it quite well. And because of that, I'll probably be reading this one because I do like to read physically when I'm at home. And then tomorrow I'll take my Kindle with me to university and I'll read there. But yeah, those are just my plans for today. I hope that you are having a good week. And I will see you in a little. Why am I always in my bed? That is a question for the ages. Like, I just get home and this is where I want to be. But anyway, I want to talk to you because I'm kind of a flop. Yesterday was Sunday. I showed you all those beautiful landscapes. I had a really good day. And then I got home and I was going to read and I completely forgot that I had to watch MasterChef. I am in love, obsessed with MasterChef. I love the international versions, but I'm currently watching MasterChef Portugal because that's where I live, baby, and I love it so much. Like, that's the reason I exist at the moment. Every time that a season is over, I collapse, and every time that a season starts, I am reborn. And basically the episodes are, like, I'm not even joking, 3 hours long, which is amazing for me because this is what I live for. But I forgot they air on Saturdays, but on Saturday I couldn't watch it because I always watch it with my mom and she couldn't make it, so we decided to watch it yesterday. So I completely forgot that I was what I was going to be doing after dinner, so I ended up not reading anything. I just watched MasterChef for 3 hours and then I went to bed. And today is Monday, so it was the first day of school. Sorry, my bangs are, oh my god, they're so annoying. I simply cannot do my hair and then it just stresses me out. God damn it. Anyway, today's Monday, first day of school. I only had one class today, which is great. And I did it. I survived. I went back. And also today something really great happened. There was this event with a Portuguese filmmaker and he makes animated films, which I love animated films. And actually he was nominated for an Oscar in like the short film animation category. The movie is Ice Merchants. I'll put it up here. And so he came to my university to show this movie completely for free, and then he had like a talk with us and I got to ask him questions, and it was just honestly really insightful. First of all, I loved watching the film. I've been curious about it ever since it came out, but I haven't watched it yet, and it was just amazing, like so beautiful. His animation style is incredible, and we like me and him but like no, like us, all the people, we just had like a really earnest conversation about creativity and the creative process. And also he showed us some of his older animated films and they all conveyed ideas about mental health and such, and it was just so interesting and so inspiring. Like, I really wasn't expecting to be so inspired, but I haven't stopped thinking about it. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. And therefore, what I want to say is that I haven't read Yellowface, but I'm going to read a little bit now, hopefully a couple chapters before bed, and I will let you know what I'm thinking of it when I do continue, because so far I haven't. But I'll see you in a little bit. Hello friends, good morning. Yesterday I didn't update you at all because I was kind of going through it. It was the first day of my period, so I was not functional. I'm just gonna say that. I was not functional. I had a really busy day at university, and so I didn't update you, but I do want to update you today before I go to my class. I am 50 pages in Yellowface, so I haven't been reading a lot. And yeah, June is becoming more psychopath by page, and I love how she keeps herself in check. Like, this is not as psychopathic as it sounds, and I'm like, yes it is, because we are talking about all the changes that she has made to Athena's manuscript and how she is making it her own and how proud of herself she is for that. And it's just like, jail for you, milady. And so yeah, she's taking this book as her own. She's publishing it under her own name. She's changing a lot of the cultural references that Athena had put there as an Asian woman. And it's just very, very, very ugly to see, but I am really enjoying it. I am about to start chapter 5, but yeah, I need to have lunch now so I can go to university. I only have one class today, one English class, so I'll be back at home quite soon and I'll keep reading this. But yeah, I'm really, really liking it. It's very, very fun so far, and I do want to read until hopefully at least 100 pages, but hopefully a little bit more, and I'll let you know more when I do come back from university. I also want to mention that yesterday I did start Young Mungo by, oh my god, how did I just forget it again? I don't know, but I started it. I haven't finished the first chapter because I was in between classes, but it was so sad already. Like, it was so upsetting. I'll talk through it more when I do finish the first chapter, but I went into it not reading what it was about, and it's just really upsetting so far. So yeah, we'll talk about it later, but just to update you that I'm here, I'm alive, I'm a little bit more functional today, so let's hopefully read a bit more and make up for what I didn't read yesterday. Hello friends, I am back from class and I am about to continue to read Yellowface. It is a beautiful day. I think I'm going to go on my balcony for a little bit. I haven't been there in a while because, well, it's been really, really cold. But today is a beautiful day. It's very sunny, so I think it's going to be warm enough for me to be there. And I'm just going to read hopefully a few chapters of this. And that's kind of it. I don't have a lot of updates. Just going to be reading, I guess. That's it. Hi friends, this is going to be really dramatic, but I'm so tired today. Today's Friday. I don't have classes on Friday, thankfully, and I've also haven't started my internship, so I don't know if that's gonna last. But I want to update you about my progress with Yellowface. I am currently on page 208, so I have a little bit over more or less 150 pages to go. And I didn't film anything yesterday because I had a full day of classes, and then also I just read in my bed, and like, you've seen enough of that already. And what am I thinking so far? Basically, her book has been published. June's book, or like Athena's manuscript, has been published under her name. It went well for a while, and then it started going downhill real fast. And at this point, she has published another book that has a similar problem, and we are just kind of watching her life go downhill, which is very well deserved. But yeah, our main character is getting more and more annoying because, like, yeah, she keeps saying like, I'm the victim here and this is happening to me and I have done nothing wrong. But what's also interesting is that we're also discovering that Athena was maybe not as perfect as she seemed. There were some shady things that she did when they were together in college, and she is kind of being accused from the grave of also stealing people's words, not exactly people's ideas, but just people's history with certain things. She interviews people and then she writes down exactly what they said, but without acknowledging that this was said and not from her own mind, if that makes any type of sense. So we're also discovering that she may not be as perfect as we thought. Oh my god, this hair. What is this? She's not as perfect as we thought. She also had some struggles with not giving proper credit. So that's making the story a little bit interesting. I honestly don't know where it's going to go in 150 pages. I don't see this being a 5-star. I am really enjoying it, but it's just not life-changing enough for me to give it 5 stars. But I am really liking it so far, and I do want to see how this goes because it seems like she's been able to kind of get away with it, but I kind of want to see her downfall so bad. I don't know if that's going to happen, and I'm also not going to spoil whether or not it happens, but yeah, I do really want to see her downfall, but we'll see how it happens. And what else? Today I just did things around the house that I need to do. Friday is my chore day, I would say. Oh, that rhymes. And I also just filmed my entire physical TBR, which was a very humbling experience, not just because of the amount of books I have, but also just like taking them all off of my shelf and then putting them back. I am really tired. I've been doing like also like so many workouts at home, and I'm really sore. So that's kind of what's going on. And I need to go out now. I need to do another errand. But hopefully when I come back, I will be continuing Yellowface. I'll be reading more of it. And yeah, I do want to make some progress today. I had wild thoughts of finishing it today, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if that's in the cards for me today, but we'll see how far I go. But yeah, I need to go out to do some errands, and I will see you when I do come back. Hi friends, good morning. Today is a Sunday. I didn't update you yesterday. Yesterday I posted a little clip. I went to a little secondhand like fair. I don't know what you would call it. I'm kind of blanking out, but it's just like a thing that happens every Saturday where we have a lot of secondhand stuff like clothes, books, little house objects. So me and my boyfriend went to that, which is something really fun. And then I just had a really great afternoon. We just went on a little walk, got a little coffee, and then I came back home and I did some work. And then at night, it's Saturday. It was Saturday. So I watched MasterChef for 3 hours again. And I read a little bit before bed, and I got up to page 276, which means that we are almost done with this book. I have like about 40 pages left, so I will definitely finish it today and also wrap up this vlog. I'm just about to go have lunch now, then I'm going to keep reading a few chapters of this. It's really close to the end, and basically up to this point, June has published another book, a novella that was also inspired by some of Athena's work. And there was a lot of controversy about that as well. And so we are really just expecting her downfall in every page, but it just hasn't happened yet. She's hated by a lot of people, but it's not working out exactly as I wanted it to, which is jail for this woman. But in any case, I'm not going to spoil what happens. There is just a lot of, I think you all know, like, because people keep talking about this book, it's a lot about the Twitter drama, the publishing world, the competition between authors. So it's more about that than an actual plot. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. It feels like a 4-star to me. It's not 5-star material exactly. It's not a favorite book of mine. But it has quality to it. I'm liking the drama. It is a good satire, I think. I'm not really exactly in the publishing world, but I am on book social media, so I guess that's close enough for me to at least understand where R.F. Kuang is coming from. But yeah, I'm really excited to finish this book and let you know my final thoughts on it. I'm also going to be reading a little bit more of Young Mungo because I haven't made progress in that for a little bit. So I'm going to read at least a few more chapters of that before I wrap up the vlog. But yes, I'm really excited to finish this book, and yeah, I'm having a good reading month. That's honestly all I can ask for. And today I'm home alone. I'm going to be doing also some university work already. It's like we're coming on to the second week and I already have things to do. And then I'm just going to read. Honestly, that's it for today. So that's really exciting for me at least. Hi friends, it's a little bit later now and I have finished Yellowface. I sat with my thoughts for a little bit just so I could tell you what I really thought of this book, and to get it out of the way, my rating is a 4-star like I thought it would be. This, in my opinion, is a great book. It focuses on being a satire for the publishing industry and social media, and specifically the niche of books within social media. And though, as I mentioned previously, I don't know a lot about the publishing world, I am a part of bookish social media, so I could see where R.F. Kuang comes from in a lot of these discussions that she has. I just think that personally it can't be a 5-star because one, it's not perfect, and second, it's not a favorite of mine. So that's why it's not exactly a 5-star, but I thought it was a great book. Let's start there. I thought that the pacing was really good in this book. I had a good time with it. I wanted to keep reading to find out what was going to happen. Yes, I found the characters to be, especially the characters that are not main characters, so like besides Athena and June, I found that the other characters were very one-dimensional, but they were not the point of the book, right? Like, I liked our main characters, especially like the deconstruction of Athena. I thought was really interesting because June, right at the gate, you just know that she's not a good person and that she's going to be playing the victim for the entire book. But I found the deconstruction of the image of Athena really interesting. I thought that she was complex. She had her flaws, but she also had her qualities, and I thought that their relationship was really interesting and their friendship. I didn't love the timeline because at the start of the book you think that they're not that close, but then as more and more the book goes on and June is unearthing more of her memories with Athena, or at least choosing to share her memories with Athena, you find out that they're actually a lot closer than it's mentioned at the beginning of the book. So I thought that the timeline of that was a little bit weird, but overall I just had a really great time with it. I'm glad that I finally read it. This is my third R.F. Kuang book, and I keep really enjoying her books. She really does have a way with words, and she really is a phenomenal writer. I thought that the satire was great. Maybe for some people that are in the industry, maybe it could have felt a little backhanded, or it could have felt like a little bit too on the nose for certain things that was going on or like RF Kwong is complaining about certain things, but I definitely didn't feel that way. I felt like this was just a fun play on what it takes to be an author these days. And it's not really the point of the book, because the point is more about the cultural nuances, the ethnic nuances of diversity within the publishing world. I know that, but for me, what was most interesting, what kind of holds the whole of author communities alike, whether or not they are white or any other ethnicity, what holds them together is the fact that they have to be really present on social media nowadays to have their books, for their books to be like sold. So I thought that was a really interesting conversation, because it's something that is kind of unprecedented. Only very recently did authors have to engage in social media all the time in order for their book sales to go up. And I think that's just a detriment, honestly. I don't think it should be necessary for an author to be on social media for their books to sell. And I just think that the relationship between reader and author is just like very strange at the moment, especially when you think about all of like the Goodreads reviews and the authors that go purposely on their Goodreads to insult reviewers, and also reviewers that tag authors in bad reviews. And I just think that it shouldn't be necessary, and I hate that it is necessary in our year of 2024 for authors to be really present on social media and interact and post content and be, at the same time as their authors, be content creators. I think that that's a detriment of their craft. I think it should have been necessary. I know it's not the point of this book, it's just something that I wanted to point out, because it's something that irks me. Like, I get it in terms of marketing, but it just feels like it's an unnecessary pressure for authors to be not only the best at their actual craft of writing a book, but also the best in terms of creating content and creating engaging content and having an audience before they publish their books and maintaining an audience after they publish their books. And it just feels like an unnecessary thing. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. But in any case, yeah, I just really enjoyed Yellowface. It is a 4-star. And I do want to wrap up the vlog, even though I haven't continued on with Young Mungo. I think I'm going to be reading it a little bit, but I did read the first chapter, which is kind of long. I'm almost, I think I'm like 5 or 6% into it, which is not much at all. But I do really want to say that I am enjoying it. I'm going to keep reading it after this vlog is wrapped up. But I did want to get that out of the way because it's going to be dark soon and I want to start editing this vlog as well. And so I want to thank you all so much for watching this vlog. I hope that you enjoy this week in my life. I know I'm not always the most present vlogger. I'm not a very good vlogger. We know that, but I'm trying to get better at it and I'm trying to be more consistent with it. So let me know if you did enjoy this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a nice day, and always remember that life is worth reading.